I'm T. Waldron, and this is my trusty cat Pumpkin. She joins us every morning for the live, and I'm joined today by a dear friend of mine, Iryna Dalton, and she is an amazing lady, and I can't wait to share with you some of the things that she does to uh, embrace her own energy and to spread love and joy and just goodness around the world. So, without further ado, please introduce yourself, Iryna.
Thank you so much, Teresa, for your kind words. Well, first of all, I'm a peacemaker in my heart. I truly believe that personal transformation will create peace in the world. This is the only way to make a change in the world by just changing people consciousness, changing people perception about what is all physical world all about and how we consciously or unconsciously create this world on daily basis. So, and this is what I do. I teach people how to create reality consciously, because
Wow.
if you look at the person, it's not as a physical body, but as energy, but as consciousness and awareness itself. It makes sense that every thought and every feeling what we have in our subconscious mind, in our beliefs, will create their image in the three-dimensional physical
So
world.
you're saying, if I understand this correctly, that we are energy, we are consciousness, and our reality reflects our beliefs, our soul, who we are inside is how our world is shaped.
This is
I
exactly what it is. Yes.
Yeah, I found that to be true, and it's kind of opposite of what we're taught. You know, we're taught that we control our world by getting things physically or being something physically. And I did that for years, and it got me nowhere. It got me very sad and lonely, and switching it around is not something we're taught. So how did you discover this idea? Did you were you born with it, or did you find it somewhere?
Yeah, switching around actually is taking our power back from the victimhood to the mood of and state of conscious creator and master of your life. And then when you become in power, you have to empower other people, because with big power comes big responsibility. So you will start to be responsible for every thought what enters your mind, for every emotion you keep feeling it in your body. And if it's a negative emotion, it has to be released right away or as soon as possible, because sooner or later these emotions will become your state of beliefs, and you will keep creating unconsciously on these emotional states you're in at the present moment.
And that
So,
becomes your personality.
of
If
course,
you're always stressed out, that's who you become.
yes.
I heard somewhere that your negative emotions are like a warning system. Like when you feel a negative emotion, that's like pay attention, and then you have to figure out what to do with it.
It's exactly what it is. And there is a map of consciousness created by Dr. David Hawkins, and I really love this map of consciousness. It's right here in front of me, and I check my state of consciousness pretty much every day. So basically, he lists every emotion as a number of the emotional state. So the lowest emotions we have is shame, guilt, grief, fear, desire, anger, pride, jealousy. Those are low emotional states what we feel on daily basis because the external environment.
So what you're saying, if I'm just understanding this, so there are different states of emotions, and thank you for, and but good morning, Art, nice to see you. There are different states of emotions that go from high vibration to low vibration, and that shame, that guilt, that anger, those low emotions bring our vibration and our numbers down.
That's exactly right. But not only this, if you don't release these emotions, they become a frozen matter in your body. And this is what disease is. Disease in the body, this is disorder of the energy. This unreleased. Imagine if you have anger, so much anger, and who doesn't? We all do once in a while. But if you not sit with this anger, if you not release to breathing exercise, to meditate through meditation, through love and forgiveness, just release and let it go.
Journaling, maybe. Yeah.
Journaling is, of course, anything what works for you, but it has to be released, because if it's still in your system, you carrying it with you, and sooner or later it may become an illness.
So you're saying these emotions that we carry hold energy, and eventually, if we're not channeling them or releasing them, they can become physical parts of our body. Now, do you find that on the other end of it, if you're really positive or happy, that you can heal yourself? Do you find that to be true?
Kind of. It's not just positivity. I'm positive. It's deeper than this, because you can think positive thoughts all day long, but if you don't have subconscious belief, correct subconscious beliefs deep in your system, it's like in your cells, in your nervous system, and these subconscious beliefs we have from the day one when we were born. We are a product of our environment, our family, our society, school, friends, religion, whatever pattern we are carrying, and we all do. Some of this information are not even truth. This is not how we feel. This is like somebody imprinted this opinion on us how it should be. So positive thinking is good, but it has to be a deeper release. It has to be done on subconscious level, because our subconscious mind is 75% of how we feel and how we think and how we make our decisions in life. So to reach subconscious mind is to go deep in the transcendental meditation with breathing techniques, with special exercises. And when analytical mind is not present anymore, you can have a bridge between conscious and subconscious mind. And this is the perfect way to your higher consciousness to release all these negative programs and to imprint new beliefs, empowering beliefs. Like if you deeply believe that you are healthy, that every cell is happy, and you are radiating light, you can never get sick.
Right.
This,
And people say that to me, like they're like, "You don't get sick," and I'm like, I don't know, I don't identify with that, And it took a while though, because I had to get to all of those deep beliefs. I had to say, well, why would I think that? And then you don't even know, perhaps even before you really have a memory of how it got there, but they're part of growing up. Maybe your grandmother said it when you were 2 years old, and you absorb that as children. We know that we're not analytical, so we absorb whatever the adults, the people that we trust in our lives are telling us. And so you're so right about the beliefs. I used to run a happiness club, but I didn't have a belief that I was happy, and I didn't know I didn't have the belief I was happy. So I'm like, oh, I'm running the happiness club, and it's a beautiful club. It's nothing against that. It was just I was not totally healthy and happy underneath, and so I couldn't be my best self. I couldn't. It wasn't genuine, even though I thought I was being genuine, and that's the trick. I think many of us don't go deep enough. We think, oh, it's surface level. So if we don't get to our beliefs, then that can be a challenge. I'm going to check the chat for a moment, because it seems like, oh, good morning, Meredith. Nice to see you. Thank you for your comment. Hi, Noah. I'm glad you agree. Hi, LB for life. LB for life. Excellent. That's a hello for you, Iryna.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ansari. Welcome back. Yeah, it's an honor to have my friend here, because I was sitting with her at the Dr. Joe Dispenza week-long meditation retreat, and he does lectures and then he does the meditation. And the beautiful part is he tells us why we're doing this specific meditation and what the goals are and what it can do. And so he's telling us this deep science stuff, and she's sitting next to me finishing his sentences for him. So you know this stuff, you live this stuff. And I really was so impressed with your knowledge of the scientific portion of it, as well as the spiritual portion of it, which is it's together. It's all one thing. And that is the power, I think, of what you do, what you bring to this work. And I have so much to learn from you. So I'm so delighted. Thank you so much for coming on today. I
Oh,
really
thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much, Teresa. We're
Yeah.
all students and we're all teachers at the same time.
Mm,
There's every person we meet in our life is here for a purpose because
mhm.
we are here to share. And when our heart open, we just give and love unconditionally. And I started first my work with Dr. Joe Dispenza a long time ago in 2019. And actually, the reason for that was like that my son was very ill. He has stomach conditions, but we couldn't fix by regular doctors and regular medical approach. So, and my son healed himself at the meditation at the retreat of Dr. Joe
Wow.
Dispenza.
Wow.
Completely recovered. Yes,
How old was he?
he was about 16 years old.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yes,
so young to embrace the work and to actually to do it.
yes. So
Wow.
I witnessed the change in my son's health, and he was out of school for 2 years. He was at homeschool.
Wow.
He, I mean, and doctors couldn't figure out what's wrong with him. So at the retreat, at the meditation, he has, you know, great healing, great experience. He had experience of light coming into his body, and he
Wow.
was recovered right away. So
Wow, that's
this work is
beautiful.
powerful, and yeah, we're all doing it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's impressive. I'm still trying to get my kids to be interested in this, and they're like, "It's very woo-woo, mom," and I'm like, "It's really scientific, but okay."
Yes, it is.
so it's so. What would you say to someone? Do you try to? I know you're really working with people who believe that the work works and understand the effectiveness of it. Do you ever encounter people who don't believe in it, and how do you speak to them? And is there anything any tips that you have?
Well, of course, to speak with like-minded people is very easy because you don't have to translate what you're talking about, and
Yeah.
it's easy. Like we talk to you on the retreat, and we just have a
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
flowing
Yeah.
conversation,
Yeah.
because you doing the same what I do, and we love it, and we understand this is very powerful work to work on ourselves, and then external world will reflect the change what we did inside.
Mhm.
It's like a mirror.
Yes.
But of course, I have some clients, and I'm a transformational life coach and Reiki master and breathwork practitioner. So I work with people sometimes who are close-minded, who it's just their first time, and this is not their fault. Again, it's a program, you know,
Mhm.
and so it's a little step, one step at a time. But when people understand the scientific foundation of this
Mhm.
work, the scientific approach to that everything is energy, and only by changing our energy, we will change the external world, because external world is just a mirror. It is a reflection of our inner state of consciousness at the present moment.
Mhm.
So if you look at our body, human body, and you look at the smallest particle, smallest substance, its atom is empty inside. It's
Mhm.
99.99% energy. So if you think about it, our thoughts are energy, and energy is carrying information. So what information are you emitting, transferring every day into the quantum field, into the source, into the universe? You have to become really, really conscious. What is your inner dialogue?
Right.
What
Right.
are you thinking about at this moment? And it
Right.
took me years, and I still working on myself. The first
Always.
step to transformation is mindfulness. You have
Yes.
to become really, really mindful. What are your thoughts? What are your emotions? And then without reacting on the thought on the or emotion, you just need to observe it without reaction. And this
Right.
is,
Don't give it a charge.
yes, yes.
You observe it. It's almost like you have to step back and observe it as though it's not you. And that I find
Thank you.
helps.
Oh
And
my God, yes.
especially like when I'm dealing with someone who is a challenging human being. I have to
Yes,
I have to say step back, because then you can be very reactive. If you go to your old habits, you can get sucked in, and it's very challenging sometimes to sort of step back and maintain that good energy. sometimes.
But this is where your power is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
When you react on somebody's negativity,
Yeah.
whoever challenging you, situation, person or event, you give your creative power away to this person or situation.
Right.
And uh, it's like creating your reality on autopilot, because you get dwell
Mm-hmm.
in this negative state of consciousness of somebody else. But if you, as you say, step back and observe your thoughts, what you're about to say and how you're about to react, this is
Mm-hmm.
where, like 3 seconds, make a few deep
Mm-hmm.
breaths, and you will shift your energy right away. And you
Yes.
will choose how to react or how just step away and walk away, whatever. But then later, if you keep working on yourself, these situations and these people, let's say challenging people, will start show up less and less in your life,
Mm-hmm.
because you will have a different vibrational frequency. You will not have
Mm-hmm.
match. You see what
But
I
I
mean?
but I have to say though, some of these people we're tied to. So maybe it's a boss, maybe it's a family member, but I find that I've been switching it, so I look at this as a gift. So now I
Yes.
look at that interaction as this challenge is a gift for me to get stronger. It's like getting to an advanced level at the gym. It's like this is a really hard workout and I'm going to do it and I'm going to enjoy it. And so switching that mindset
Yes.
and looking at it as something I'm looking forward to. I'm still trying to do that a lot of times, but
Yes.
starting to introduce that idea is it's given me more positivity to deal with these situations because it's 100% how we approach those challenges. It's
That's
not so much the
exactly.
challenges. Everybody's got challenges, and some people have huge challenges. I'm not saying that that's not true, but it's our attitude, right?
Yes. Without our challenges in life, our heart would never open.
Mm,
I would say send love to every person who challenged you, because love heals all. I'm not talking about sentimental love. I'm talking about divine love,
mm-hmm.
which actually who we are at the deepest level of consciousness, and this is the highest level of state of consciousness.
Yeah.
Love, unconditional love. So when you open your heart, and you can learn it in the meditation, you really open your heart, and
Mm-hmm.
you just, first of all, you accept and love yourself
Right.
with all your guilt and shames and mistakes, whatever it is. Just accept it. It happened for a reason, because you grew as a person. You grew spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You're not the same person as you've been before.
Right.
Again, you releasing all these programs, what you've been carrying, maybe sometimes from past lives.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
pattern what has to be released. So when you open your heart,
Yeah.
accepting and loving yourself as you are, because you are beautiful, every one of us are,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful beings.
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
have we
Yeah.
have human body, but we're not, fully human. We're divine beings
Mm-hmm.
having temporary human experience, for
Mm-hmm.
for the reason to open up our hearts and come back to unconditional love. And this is how we shift energy of the world, by
Mm-hmm.
shifting energy in us. So yes, send love to this challenging person or situation, and see, give it a time, create a new belief in your subconscious mind that this person is actually a great person, and you
Mm-hmm.
can change the person's behavior. Why? Because everything is a reflection of you.
Right.
That's
And
how
that's beautiful.
powerful.
And
Yes.
I think too, I mean, in order to honor ourselves and to love ourselves, to also and I'll express to that person sometimes if it's someone I if I'm interacting and I know I have to speak with this person on a regular basis, I'll say, I'd like you to speak to me this way. When you say that, I don't enjoy it. And starting to have those conversations about boundaries and standing up for ourselves can be difficult. And I didn't always start like when I started doing this, I was very rough with it because it was a new skill. But now I feel like I'm getting better, and I still have a long way to go. But having those conversations where you can tell people, I don't prefer that you speak to me that way. Let's have a different type of discussion. That's been helpful. Having that, just being open with it, and instead of just saying, oh, I can't stand that person, they maybe don't even realize what they're doing, or maybe they do. And even if they do, they need to know that they need to not that they need to, but you would appreciate it if they would respect you and how you prefer to be spoken to. So
Again, yes, you're right, exactly. And it's a little bit deeper than that. I think if you
okay,
understand that every person is a product of their environment.
true,
So how they act
yeah,
towards you, towards everybody else, this is not who they are.
right,
Every single human being is already complete, perfect, and whole.
hmm,
Everything else, the attitude, everything, it's a program.
yeah,
So some people were fortunate and born in nice family with love, with a lot of
right,
care from parents. Some people came from dysfunctional families.
right,
Some people came from a different environment. And
right,
again, when you live with this pattern of anger, of guilt and shame, you have to release it somehow towards somebody else.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so this is what we're dealing with. And
mhm,
everybody, there is no perfect person. Everybody have to work on something. And
mhm,
if somebody showed up in my life with bad attitude or whatever, I take it as a gift, as you say. And because if it triggers me somehow, it means I need to come back into my heart and work
mhm,
on me.
mm.
And
Wow,
work
that's
on
good.
me. Yes, because
Wow, that's like a
there's
mic drop. That's
that's
good.
exactly what it is, because
Wow.
it's if it triggers you, if you
Yeah.
are natural to the situation,
Hmm.
you master yourself.
Hmm. That's beautiful. Yeah, no, that's wonderful. And one thing that I'll try to do if it's somebody very challenging, if I can separate myself from the moment and still have that challenging conversation, I'll try to envision that person as a little child, as back to what you were saying, as like that little injured child who maybe had a hard childhood, or maybe just needs love, and maybe they don't know, and they don't know what's happening. So I try to, to do that, to give myself the strength to have a good interaction. So I don't know if that
Yes,
helps,
you're
but
right, it is helping, yes.
yeah. So that was great. Hi, Dr. D. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad you like the content. Yeah. Oh my gosh. When you just said we are grateful, I love to be in
I think
gratitude.
yes,
Like I try to live, and we go through the thing where, oh, write 3 things you're grateful for in your journal, which is a great exercise. I love that. But now I'm at a point where I try to see every single thing in my life as a gift. So even, oh, there's traffic. Okay, this gives me a chance to sit here and breathe. I'm trying to, switch it so that every single thing in life, and I know that sounds very woo woo, but it changes my body chemistry and I feel good. So it's really a selfish thing to do, to try to feel grateful, because it feels so good, you know?
exactly. How we feel and how we think change chemistry in our body, change
Yeah,
our vibration. And
yeah,
as you do, I do too. Like if I sit in traffic, I used to be angry or whatever. Now I
same.
just use this time
Yeah.
for me to, just few deep breaths and remember
Mm-hmm.
what I'm grateful for today. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, when I looking back in my life and I connect dots, looking back, I'm grateful for everything,
Yeah.
even the challenging times in my
Yeah.
life. Uh, was
Yes.
a catalyst for my awakening. Was a catalyst
Yes.
for myself, my deeper self, to
Mm-hmm.
pull me out of this dream of unconscious creation, what I was doing as many other people. Like we
Mm-hmm.
are creating our life unconsciously because we're thinking unconsciously. We don't even process what we're thinking about.
Right.
Uh, we think around 70,000 thoughts a day.
Right.
It's
Right.
crazy. So, how many of those thoughts come unconscious? Most of them. And so, when you start doing the work, when you open your heart, and you will have so much gratitude, love, you need to give it to other people so they will do the same thing and change their lives.
Yeah.
And this is how we can change the world, actually.
And I love the way you live by example. So you're doing the things that you talk about. You don't just talk about it, you do it. So I think
Yeah.
that's really important, to have integrity and to study these things, to know them, to believe them, to work on them, and then also to live that way, to embody those values of love, of kindness, of helping people. So let me just see what's been happening. Oh, Dr. D has a comment. We are made by and made of the divine. Oh, that's beautiful. We are powerful, powerful beings. That's so
That's
true,
right.
Dr. D. Thank you.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. I love it when there's wisdom in the comments. And I did see you there, Ray. So anyway, and I want to thank our moderator, by the way. Imran Hossain, thank you so much for keeping our chat vibing positive and for all of your help. He's an SEO YouTube specialist and he's gotten my channel seen. So thank you so much, Imran. Oh, let's see. Art said something. We still need to protect ourselves in real time from people who lack the consciousness of knowing their own toxicity. Oh my God. Well, that's true. Yeah. I mean, we can't walk through life just being completely open, but also, I don't know. I feel like I'm more open now than I ever have been, but I'm also kind of aware. You go through it with knowledge, and you don't just you're not a
Well,
pushover per se. It's a balance, right?
well, I think when you vibrate on the highest vibration, nothing can
Mhm.
affect you. When you understand there is no other creator than you are, the name of
Mhm.
God and Bible, and I'm not talking about religion, I am that I am. Every
Mhm.
time you say I am or you think I am, you creating. This is the
Mhm.
power.
Right.
So you have, when you are in love with every single person, like
Yeah.
it's unconditional love, and
Yeah.
with in love with life, your vibration is so high,
Yeah.
nothing can touch you, no
Yeah.
virus, no circumstances in life. I mean, and even if it comes, sometimes there is some preordained stuff need to happen for our personal growth. You will resolve this circumstance from the deeper different level of consciousness.
Mhm.
Again, I truly believe, and I know from my personal experience, love heals all.
Mhm.
This is the healing power in every one of us.
Yeah.
But our heart needs to be open. It has to be open to radiate this love, to give it away, to create consciously, to love humanity, to love world, to see world in a different perspective, with like heaven on earth. That's my dream.
That's
Yes,
so beautiful. I love it.
thank you.
Me too. I love that. Let me just see. Tim, welcome, Tim. Thank you. I wish I could have taught my children this while they were growing up. It's not too late. It's true, Tim. I used to think that too. I agree with you. I'm like, why didn't I raise my kids this way? It's because you know what? I wasn't here. I wasn't healed. I just got healed maybe 5 years ago, starting this deep healing journey, and I'm still working on it, obviously, but you know what, I'm doing it now, and I'm not, they don't even want to really hear it right now because they're young adults, but I'm living by example, and slowly they're starting to see different things, and I think that's what we can all do, is live by example, is embodying these principles, and I'm so glad our community is here. There's so many people here that come into these chats, that come into my videos, and probably Iryna's as well. And we're hopefully bringing people together that are like-minded, that understand the importance of knowing ourselves and loving ourselves, and then making a physical difference in the world. What are you going to do with that? That's a gift, and it's a gift that I received late in life. And I used to be so sad. I'm like, well, look at my first 50 years wasted. You know what? No, they brought me to who I am today, and now I appreciate every minute of having this knowledge, of having this feeling, of having this ability to make the world a better place, within my ability, and then also maybe to be an example, and hopefully somebody will see, oh, I can do things differently. I can take a brave choice. I can, whatever capacity, right? So I think
You're
that's
right.
great. Let's see. Hey, Ray, welcome. Yeah. So oh wow, time flew. It's almost been 30 minutes right now. We
Oh
better wrap it
wow.
up. It's during the week, so
Okay, sure, sure.
please tell me, what are you working on? So we're talking about making a difference in the world. So I know
Mhm.
you do, and I still haven't heard back from the group. I'll have to reach out to them. The healings you do remote healings. You're
Oh,
in.
yes, I do my own healings too. I'm a Reiki master and practitioner of energy healing. And we actually have a great community here in Southwest Florida, and as Dr. Joe Dispenza students. And we are organizing, helping to organize event, a
Mhm.
charity event for children in Mexico, orphanages
Oh.
who need basic stuff. They need medical care, they need items. They need, they need support and shelter, clothing, and they need a transportation to event of in Cancun, event of Dr. Joe Dispenza, which is going to be happening in November 2nd. Oh, I'm sorry, November 13th. And so we are, as a community of students here in South Florida, helping to organize this charity event. And if you would like to find more information, it's www.onemindOneheart.org. It will be a silent action, and you can bid on many beautiful prizes and wellness services. About 100 wellness practitioners and businesses of Naples are coming together and donating their gifts for this good cause.
That's
So,
great. That's so
yeah,
beautiful to help kids in orphanages. Thank you so much. Well, listen, if you want to, I think I'll have to just email me the flyer and I'll put it up in my
oh, sure.
post area, so that way folks can just scan the QR code and donate. I've already sent my money in, so
Oh, yeah, I know. Here we
so
go.
yeah, awesome. Yeah,
And I will send it to you,
yeah,
of
that's
course.
good. I'll put it up in the I'll see if I can put it in my posts, because I have a post page.
Sure, thank you.
So, oh my gosh, this has been so delightful talking to you, Iryna, and seeing
Thank you so
you.
much,
Yeah,
Melissa. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'm so blessed. Thank you.
yeah, and bless you. So, from myself to yourself, and thank you, Pumpkin, for being here.
Oh, he's so cute.
So, from myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey, and we'll
Thank you
see you
so much.
tomorrow, 8 a.m. Thanks, Iryna. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.